Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 22nd Shuttlecast. My name is Sal,
and I'm Nathan.
And hello, we've watched things, we've read things, maybe, and we've maybe even played things. So we're gonna talk about do our thing on our consecutive award-winning podcast.
Yeah, buddy.
I mean, this is raw, so I can talk about Heretic if you want.
Yeah, man. Yeah, give me your first impressions and all that shit.
So yeah, I literally just got home from seeing the Hugh Grant starred movie Heretic, which you were the first one to put it on our radars.
I was like, oh shit, it's an A24 with Hugh Grant being what seems to be a crazy person. I'm sold.
Yeah, it was. So the movie definitely took a different turn than I expected. So from the trailer, it seems like his house is this big labyrinthian thing that the girls have. So the premise of the movie is Hugh Grant lives in this house, and these two girls, these two Mormons, show up to basically be like, "Hey, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?" He invites them in to hear more, and he's like, and the girls are like, "Well, we can't come in unless there's a woman present." And he's like, "Well, my wife is home. Does that count?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh yeah, she's baking blueberry pie." And they're like, "Oh sweet, we love pie, yay!" And then as the conversation goes, it gets a bit more awkward, a bit weirder, and then they eventually realize that his wife is not home, and the blueberry pie was a candle, scented blueberry pie. And so basically the movie is Hugh Grant is testing these girls and their religion and the strength of their religion. And in the trailer, it's kind of made to seem like his house is this giant labyrinthian, almost like torture thing. And it's really not.
Okay.
They kind of, take a while to even get to the part where they're getting into the house. And then there's not a lot of like house adventuring, really.
So it's not Saw 2 with Hugh Grant.
No. I will say the movie is still very good. So it is a fun thing of like, I am an atheist. Yeah. And I personally, my personal beliefs, I think religion is sort of, I don't think it's inherently bad. I think it has been used for bad things. I think if people of faith have faith and it betters their lives and helps their lives, then I'm all the more happy that they have that. It's not for me, but I'm definitely happy that people have that. That structure, that belief system. For some people, they really do need it. I'm just not one of those people. I used to be a big like Reddit atheist, as you could call it. It was sort of before Reddit was really a big thing, but if I was like 13 now, I'd be a Reddit atheist.
Oh no.
Yeah, I know, it'd be bad. But I grew out of it because, you become an adult. And some people grow up, some people don't.
Yeah, and not most of the people on Reddit, but
no, because they're still on Reddit.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Sorry, as long as if you're not looking at like funny cat videos at the front page of Our Funny, then, or if you're not on there looking for a tech solution, I don't know why you're on Reddit. But this movie kind of is like Hugh Grant's like a Reddit atheist in the most silly of terms, I'd say. I'd say half the movie, most of the movie really is him posing to the girls, like questioning their faith and their belief. And there are things he's done to make them question if the belief is real, religion's real, if their faith is real. And it really is him testing them. And he set up this whole situation and everything that he's doing is making them question their faith. And I like that not only does he kind of like break down religion and, defeat it with facts and logic, but the girls have counter arguments too. So I kind of like how the movie provides both candidates their position. I dislike
that's always better. Yeah.
Yes, I dislike when movies are either too religious and we don't include any of the other side, or too atheistic and we don't include the other side. Coming from an atheist, I think it's more interesting to think about both sides. And I think it's interesting to, if you're going to have those conversations, actually have the conversations and not preach. I don't like it when religious people preach. I don't like it when atheists preach, because they do preach. That, like, some people might think, oh, but they don't have a church or whatever, or a God. But yeah, but there's a belief system that they're preaching. So one thing I like about this movie is that it provided that both sides get to have an argument, and they both have compelling arguments.
That's why Prometheus is like one of the best alien movies, for the record.
Yes, for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
But yeah, I do recommend Heretic. It's really, really good. It's not what I thought it would be, because the trailer makes you think it's going to be a lot more more like a horror movie, and it's not. I mean, it is in like a actual sense of like it's scary to think about these things, but in a modern consumer sense, it is not a horror movie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where it's like the Blumhouse fan is not going to like this movie probably.
Oh no, that's why it's A24.
But the Mike Flanagan fan will no.
Okay, I was gonna say, what would you classify this genre for the general audience?
It definitely is more high concept. I mean, it's not really trying to scare you with like jump scares and scary imagery, but it's more like Hugh Grant sitting in his study being like, isn't religion bullshit, and isn't that scary?
Okay.
Very good, very well acted, very well shot. The effects are good too. What some of them that happen. There is some good like scares or moments of tension, but it really is about the theological side.
Okay.
There are some Saw-esque reveals that happen, where characters figure out things and you look at scenes in a different way.
So would you say it's a theological thriller?
Yeah, than it is like a horror movie.
Yeah, it's more just the atmosphere than
Yeah.
are they in danger with him, or can they like leave?
That's a great question.
Okay. All right.
He would say that you're not in danger and you can leave whenever you want to.
Oh.
But can you?
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's like a deconstruction of religion, of faith, but while also like it feels like a movie written very much by like someone who maybe has a lapsed faith and can see both sides.
For sure. Which it's good to have that balance.
Yeah, like you have one of the religious girls talking about how a near-death experience, people seeing heaven, is not actually seeing heaven. It's the brain chemistry freaking out, and you're like, oh, okay.
And that's coming from the religious person.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's good stuff happening here. It's a very definitely. I saw it in Dolby Atmos, and I think that the sound design of like the house creaking and the music and it was really like felt like I was there, because he has.
That's so funny. I didn't think this movie would get the Dolby Atmos.
Yeah,
treatment,
not the IMAX, but the Dolby.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like Hugh Grant's Rube Goldberg-esque house.
Perfect.
Also, there's a actor who jump scares in the movie like midway through. This is this year's Barbarian. Where in all the trailers for Barbarian, they never show Justin Long, and then halfway through he jump scares you.
Yeah, that's right.
In this movie, cover your ears if you don't want to hear who it is. Nathan, do you want to hear who it is?
Oh, fucking course.
Halfway through the movie, in like a beanie, in like silver hair wig and glasses, Topher Grace jump scares.
What the fuck?
Yeah. It took me a lot in the theater to not be like, what the fuck? It's not as crazy as Justin Long, because Justin Long shows up in Big Bird and is like, "Yo, what's up, faggot?"
Yeah.
After like
Yeah.
spoilers, Bill Skarsgård gets his fucking head smashed in, and then it smash cuts to Justin Long's, and you're like, "What?"
Jesus Christ.
This is a bit less intense, but still, like, is that the fucking kid from that '70s show?
See, you said, and we had been talking about it. You said the beanie and you said the silver hair. So I was like, oh, fuck, does Tobin Bell fucking show up?
That would
I'm
be
ready for
also
it.
funny. Yes. So yeah, highly recommend The Heretic, also because the directors in the credits were like, we didn't use generative AI, so that's pretty fucking based.
That is.
Gotta love horror movies that don't use AI. Fuck you, Late Night with the Devil.
I can't wait to get to the episode where I've watched it.
I'll what's funny is I could watch it legally, but I'm gonna choose to obtain it.
There you go. That's I
have a Shudder
fair.
subscription. I could watch it right now, but I am choosing to.
I will give them the view.
If they're gonna steal art to make their movie, I'm gonna steal their movie to make my art. Fuck you. You've opened the door, bitch.
You got to get the Morbius Discord 180p quality.
Yes, dude. Oh my! It might make the AI look better.
It just might.
It might mask how god awful and garish it is.
Yeah, digital blending. You love to see it.
Fuck. Gonna kill myself. Anyway, that was Heretic. Go check out Heretic in theaters, because on the bus home I was like, what's coming out this weekend? What movie is coming out in theaters this weekend, Nathaniel? Ask you.
This weekend?
Yes.
This upcoming weekend?
Yes.
What is it?
Red 1.
Oh, fucking shitballs.
So I will not be seeing Red 1.
What?
I know.
You don't want to see Johnny Storm and Dwayne the Cock Johnson?
Johnny Storm and Black Adam.
Black Adam.
No, instead on the 20th I'm gonna go see The Fifth Element in theaters. So that's
listen.
It's a better time.
That's based.
Thank you. Thank you, King. What have you been watching?
Speaking of based, I watched Barbie and the Nutcracker the other day.
Oh my god. You really are based.
It's a Christmas time classic.
That's oh man, I forget who's the villain in that one.
Tim Curry is the Rat King. He's great.
Because that's the first of the rat run of like the CGI Barbies, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
because it's 2003. I know it's
stars. Yes. Yes, dude.
I finally reached that point because I was like, I have to give it a glowing review.
I knew you were a real
I can't
one.
contradict it with the star rating. So
oh my god,
yeah, no,
man.
that is a 5-star film. That's if you find Francis Ford Coppola's letterbox, he'll show you that it's one of the 15 films that inspired Megalopolis. It's it's a masterpiece. It has 2 different voice actors from Death Note. So that was a fun discovery.
That's pretty awesome. That's the one where it opens up and she's like in a ballet. She's like a ballet type teacher, right? And then she helps the girl by telling her the whole story of the Nutcracker, and then it comes back and she's like, anyway.
That is correct. And all of the children still have Barbie faces, and there's Barbie fairies.
They haven't quite refined it. I mean, I don't think they ever super refined the fairies, because Bibble does still haunt my nightmares, but
yeah, no, it's true. They use they use some ghoulish early motion capture because it's real ballet choreography. So I've seen some of the stuff, and it's like, oh god, but they're all stick figures, so it's like
and doesn't I remember this. Doesn't Barbie and also the small child have the same choreography, despite the fact that one is a small child and one is Barbie?
Hell yeah, they do.
I love this movie so much.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. That Nutcracker was like one of my favorite action heroes growing up because he fights a giant rock monster and he wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I watched that, and then I watched the Princess Switch
Oh god,
trilogy with my wife.
I'm still trying to get Barbie into the thumbnail, but keep going. Yeah, that's Princess Switch. That's the one where it's Vanessa Hudgens.
That is Vanessa Hudgens.
Yes.
Playing, two different roles, obviously, and then three different roles in 2 and 3.
I love the evil one's arc in 3. It's really good.
It's crazy. I love that they all have they made a point of having having a let's see, a ethnic variety in all the love interests. They make sure that each one ends up with a different one, but they're all conventionally attractive. And it's
yeah. I think our listeners might be like, how the fuck do they know so much about Barbie that then went right into the Christmas Switch? And we're like, yeah, also I know all the lore of this too.
Listen, man.
You can't fuck with us, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you can't. People might say that we have a bias and there's, we only like specific type of movies, Go fuck yourself. Our taste is far-reaching and eccentric. So
one of my favorite ever commercials was a Cookie Monster commercial where he's advertising something else that's not cookies, and they're like, I thought you just liked cookies, Cookie Monster. And then Cookie Monster very poignantly says, Cookie Monster is a multidimensional individual. And I felt that.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
Sorry, it's a multifaceted individual, but still, it still counts.
Yeah, no, it's still there.
Yeah, and then Princess Switch also has like the personification of Santa Claus as this random like Chicago guy.
Yes, and he's in every movie.
Yes.
He helps in some little way. They never straight up say he's Santa.
But he's Santa.
But he's Santa, and it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
I love it. It's so good. It's almost as good as when Santa shows up in Narnia.
Oh, that's very good. That is iconic.
God. Okay. Yeah. I guess I gotta use the most front-facing Vanessa Hudgens. I wanted to use the I forget her name, but the bitchy one is my favorite of all 3.
Oh, Sophia, I think.
Is it Sophia? I'm gonna find her. I need to find her. She's great. I love the part in 3 where God, like they're all each playing a different one.
The bit where the bit where Sophia is teaching fuck, I can't remember all their names, but the British one, Tango, and they very ghoulishly place a Vanessa Hudgens CG head onto her extra. It's horrific. And I just love that her British accent is so shit. And so in the first one where it's her teaching herself to be posh, it's like, oh boy, where this is working and not working on so many levels.
Yeah. Man, Tatiana Maslany walked so that Vanessa Hudgens could run, is all I'm saying.
You're so right. Yeah, I love that that Netflix has kind of taken on this role of being the new like Hallmark ABC Family Christmas movie producers.
Well, it's funny because Hallmark still makes movies.
Yeah. Of course.
It's just, Netflix. They saw a opportunity and they took it.
They did.
And now we got Princess Switch, and we also got what's the other one with fucking girl from iZombie, who's also a Power Ranger.
Well, wait, what the fuck?
The other Netflix Christmas love stories with princes.
Oh, is she the girl in the Christmas Prince?
Yes. And don't they have don't they cross over in like one scene?
So oh my god. So here's the thing. So in the first movie,
Heretic right to this.
If only there's a picture where it looks like the three different Vanessa Hudgens are like a three-headed Cerberus. But
I mean, she needs to go
um,
here, right, guys? Yeah.
so in the first movie, they watch the princess switch, or they watch the Christmas Prince on Netflix. Um,
Yes, that's right.
and then in the second movie, the two leads show up. And then in the third movie, a different character who's also from that franchise is in it. And I'm like, what? What's the continuity here?
Uh, I'm gonna say that it's like in they were watching the TV movie, you know.
Yeah, it's the Joker Folie à Deux. There's a Joker movie in that universe.
I like to imagine that the Joker TV movie in the universe is our Joker 1.
Of course. Oh yeah, it's gotta be.
Because he hates his previous movies.
He does. He does. It's it's unfortunate.
I like Hugh Grant surrounded by Vanessa Hudgens and Barbie in the thumbnail. This is really good. It's a good start. It's a good start.
He still wants to kill himself, but he's surrounded by some babes.
Yeah. Heretic, but it's Vanessa Hudgens and live action and Margot Robbie.
Perfect.
Screen Rant. Everything we know about Princess Switch 4. Unlikely to happen. No one's expressed interest.
Boo.
That
I'm
sucks,
interested.
man.
I formally expressed my interest.
We here at the Shuttlecast want Princess Switch 4. I don't care how it happens. You don't need to introduce a fourth one, but I need it.
So apparently, I found this trivia when I was trying to figure out why they recast the little girl.
Oh yeah.
But apparently, there's a cut scene from the third movie where they reveal that two of the Vanessa Hudgenses are pregnant, each with twins. So we were right there.
Flash forward.
Yeah, we got to do the 30-year epilogue.
Fuck. That's right, Moldova.
Yeah.
God, I love this series so much.
Moldova and Belgravia.
Yes, Belgravia. Aldovia. Yeah, Rose McIver. That's the Christmas Prince fake series.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, and they had their own trilogy. Man.
And there's also the Christmas Night, which is
it also
another
Vanessa
Hudgens. Yeah.
I don't think I saw Christmas Night.
I think I've seen Christmas Night and Christmas Prince once. The Princess Switch is the winner.
Wait, the night before Christmas.
Yes, forgive me. I knew that was. Yeah.
Oh my god, have I seen this? I don't know. I feel like I'm going crazy. Hold on a second.
It's like a reverse Kid in King Arthur's Court situation.
Yeah. I'm calling my husband.
Oh, there we go.
He might not answer. But I don't remember. Do you think, what if they did a fourth movie and the Vanessa Hudgens from The Night Before Christmas is a fourth twin?
Oh my god. It's it's a possibility.
I don't think he's gonna answer. This is terrible.
That is sad. Also coming out this month, though, is another Netflix Christmas movie starring Lindsay Lohan.
No.
Irish Wish. So.
What'd you call it?
Irish Wish.
Irish. I heard pirate.
Oh, that's fair. That would be better. Or wait, no, hold on. Am I thinking of a different one? Hold on. That came out earlier. Is there a... Hold on. Forgive me. It's hard to keep track of all these Netflix
The Netflix Christmas verse is fast.
Our Little Secret. That's the one that's coming out this month.
Oh my god. Man, Vanessa Hudgens' acting career is amazing.
Isn't it something?
I mean, I think she's got it good though.
Oh yeah, listen, she's working.
I mean, goddamn. I mean, a fucking High School Musical. What a start.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's in the
Then on
third
to
Bad
Sucker Punch.
Boys.
Oh no.
That's right. She was in Tick Tick Boom. That's right. That was a good movie.
Oh yeah, still need to see it.
Very good. Andrew Garfield.
Oh, oh hey hey.
What the? Sorry, I'm just going through her. Oh my god, no! What is this? Downtown Owl.
What
It
the
looks
fuck?
Christmassy.
All right, all right.
It has Ed Harris.
What the fuck?
What? I, I'm scared. You got Ed Harris in this joint? Lily Robb from American Horror Story?
Oh, I don't know.
It's written and directed by Hamish Linklater, the priest from Midnight Mass. What the fuck? It already came out 2023. We have to watch this.
It's one of the things on my trailer wins list that I keep adding movies because it's like me discovering, oh, this person is gonna direct something I haven't seen. So like uh what is it? Where is it? Cool Man. I was like, I'm not really interested in this, but it's written and directed by Chris Pine, and I'm like, ah, does he have?
Oh
What's he up
yeah,
to?
his directorial debut that apparently got panned.
I mean, watching the trailer, it looks just kind of like a knockoff of The Big Lebowski.
Well,
Um,
I will say Mike Flanagan has seen Downtown Owl,
well, of course,
so that's good to know.
that's one of his bros.
That is one of his
What do
bros.
you
You're right.
what do you rate it?
He doesn't rate anything.
He doesn't rate anything. He
No,
just
he just
records what he sees.
vlogs, which is probably
That's
like
right.
wise as like someone in the
Yeah,
industry.
yeah.
Because
You want to pull an Oz Perkins?
you're gonna meet, because you're gonna probably work with these people and like you're gonna be like, oh hey, I saw your letterbox. It's
Why'd you say my shit stunk?
yeah, but he does the Kojima thing where it's like if he just says I watched it, you're like okay, might not have liked it, but if he writes a review, it's like oh he liked it a lot. He took the time to write a review about it.
Damn.
Oh my god. Okay, I have a Night Before Christmas pulled up, so if the husband ever gets back to me, I can interrogate him. But let's move on. Sorry for the notification, everybody. My Adobe hates me.
Oh, that happens.
Well, I'll go because you were
I listed a few things. Please.
you did. I finally let's see what would be funny next to these four.
How can we make this weirder?
Yeah, now I'm like trying to steer the conversation to make sure that it's funnier for the thumbnail.
That's glorious.
Which I think everybody should. I mean, not everybody, but you know, if you have a podcast and you do what we do, you gotta. I'm sorry. How is there no one's already made a transparent picture of this yet? I gotta do it myself. That's fine. That's okay.
Oh no.
That's a little annoying. I finally, after 2 years of wanting to talk about it, that's a very low quality picture. I saw The Whale
Ah,
by Darren Aronofsky,
right.
starring
Right.
Brendan Fraser.
I still haven't seen it, so.
Yeah, I mean I've been wanting to because you know I mean it's Brendan it's his Oscar win, bro.
Yeah.
And it's also Darren Aronofsky, who I for the most part like. I haven't seen Noah, so I can't comment.
Yeah.
But that does seem like a work for hire sort of situation.
Noah is the ugly duckling of his filmography.
They always get you for
feel
one, bro.
comfortable saying. Of course, always.
I'm waiting for Mike Flanagan's like, oh, he had to do that for whatever reason.
Yeah, do you think Disney or the MCU have tried to tap their shoulders a couple times, or?
I feel like Mike. Okay, I know we're talking about the whale. Let's pivot to Mike Flanagan for a second because it's always fun to talk
Yeah,
about Mike Flanagan.
of course.
I think if he were to ever do an MCU or DC thing, it would have to be like John Constantine.
Yeah,
Like he'd
I
want like one of the really like he'd want to do like Dark Avengers or Dark Justice League.
I was gonna say, yeah, either Constantine or Ghost Rider if they ever.
Ghost Rider, yes, it would be a metaphor. It'd be good.
Yeah,
They'd
yeah, of
be
course.
like, "What movie did you make? This isn't Ghost Rider." And he'd be like, "Yeah, but it's good." They're like, "Yeah, it's good, but it's not like really. We can't make toys of this, Mike." You made the bike and the skull a metaphor, dude. We can't.
See, he'll go the next level down though, where he'll be the Ghost Writer for Ghost Rider, and
Ah.
then we got him.
Yeah, he's like, don't put my name on this. And like from visionary horror director Mike Flanagan. Like, no, I just I said don't do that.
From the creator of Doctor Sleep, and it's like, how many producers did that have again?
It's like, first of all, they would never do that because it failed. But
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
it's always Midnight Mass. No, it's always Hill House. Sometimes they say Midnight Mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he would do. He would probably be like, give me a supernatural one, or give me like a. I don't know. He'd probably do a show. He'd probably do some weird like. He'd probably find some obscure ass character from like the fucking 70s or whatever, and be like, let me do a show. Oh, by the way, he has confirmed that his Carrie series is gonna vastly change the source material, and he pitched it to King apparently. King was like, "Fuck yeah, do it. That's a good idea."
Okay.
So it's not like, people were worried. I'm like, he did the same exact thing for Hill House where he took the story and then completely kind of threw it out, but like reworked it to be modern and different, and it worked out really well. That's just his Carrie.
It's fair, but again, he was loyal to a fault with Gerald's Game, and while he did make changes to the Doctor Sleep movie, he also retroactively made Kubrick's Shining more in line with King. So I think that was the gimme.
That was
but
funny.
Yeah, if this is him, taking the most creative liberty, then good on him.
Good on him. I gotta figure out a way to get Mike Flanagan on the thumbnail now. We talked about him too much.
You did. You gotta put him in like Brendan Fraser's whale belly button or something.
He's not that big on the thumbnail. Oh, that's funny though. Like I put his whole fucking body and face in it.
Yeah, that's just the background.
I feel like I grabbed his face before. I feel like I'm all right. I'm gonna visual clutter. I'm so sorry. Where's Mike Flanagan? Epilepsy warning on the screen, everybody. I'm so sorry. There he is. Episode 19, we talked about him.
Oh, yeah.
There you are, you son of a bitch. I got you. I got him, R2. It's okay. I don't gotta do anything new.
It's like how we have 5 or 6 thumbnails that have Hellboy just lurking in the background.
Yes. Putting Mike Flanagan near the whale is funny. All right. Anyway, I saw the whale.
Yeah.
Fuck. And it was really good. I liked it a lot. Let's see. It has a good cast. It has Brendan Fraser obviously as our lead in a career-defining role. He's got that girth.
He's got that girth.
He's got that girth, man.
Martin Scorsese.
Bro, it's the best quote. It has Sadie Sink, who is unfortunately from Stranger Things, but it's one of the good ones.
Okay.
She's also in Fear Street.
I was gonna say David Harbour's in Stranger Things, so we don't hold it against him.
Yeah, there's good people in Stranger Things. Okay, listen. That season 1 cast, they fucking knew how to get good kid actors who could act. Now, whether or not they could grow up well is a different story. But they got good kid actors. You can't deny that. So she's good in it. She plays a really interesting character who has a very her arc is whew, it's rough, but it's good. It also has Hong Chow, who I know from The Menu. She's like the head chef.
Okay,
Who
okay.
kind of hates the fact that like Anya Taylor-Joy's getting all this attention.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's her. She's good in this too.
Wonderful.
And it
I have to
also
rewatch The
has
Menu.
yeah, it also has Ty Simpkins in it.
Is that he?
It's
Isn't he a director?
no, that's Insidious Kid.
Oh, that's hey.
And not only is he really good, it made me go, I should watch The Red Door if this is also him, because he actually like he was actually really good in The Whale. I was like, oh my god.
That was immediately my first thought, was like, oh, he actually does act in other things. Oh, maybe The Red Door is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, is also the kid in Iron Man 3 and he's in Endgame?
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's not the thing that makes Iron Man 3 bad.
No. Apparently he's in The Nice Guys. I gotta rewatch The Nice Guys. Oh no.
Oh god, does Shane Black leave this child alone?
Now looking at that, it's a bit interesting. But yeah, he's good in this movie too.
Nice.
God, he's in Nice Guys. What the fuck? What scene of Nice Guys is he in? What the hell? Oh my god, it has the Substance Girl is in Nice. I gotta rewatch Nice Guys, man.
Hell?
Darn. What a fate I've befallen. Rewatching one of the best comedies ever made. But yeah, so The Whale is like, Brendan Fraser is a English teacher who works from home. He has a daughter he's not seen in years because he left his wife and his kid to get with one of his students, who was another guy. So he was a closet gay. Right. And the movie kind of is the week basically before he dies. Not a spoiler because look at him.
Yeah.
This man's not making it. And it's kind of him sort of like trying to reconcile with his daughter because he hasn't seen her in so long, and kind of reconcile with his ex-wife and with himself. And Insidious Kid is this, like, oddly enough, a door-to-door religious type who comes by who's trying to save him.
Oh, right, because he's more grown up.
Yes.
I was picturing him as a child doing.
No, he's an adult now. He's old. And it's just like it's based on a play, so it's just set in the house. It's just set in Brendan Fraser just like sitting on the couch, rolling around, shuffling around. But it's a really good character study, a really good emotional, dramatic movie. With really great acting. Good camera work with such a limited set and being in the same location for like 2 hours. But of course, it's Darren Aronofsky, so he's gonna fucking kill it.
Yeah. It takes a lot of talent to keep that from feeling stale.
Exactly. It's good. It's really fucking well done. I mean, the prosthetics on Brendan Fraser are incredible. And yeah, the story with these characters and their interactions. It's a movie that it's built for me because it's just characters in a room charactering at each other for 2 hours. So yeah, I'm eating good.
It's Bottle Episode, the movie.
Yeah. Oh, hello, husband. I have a question for you. We were talking about Barbie and the Nutcracker, which led into Nathan says hi, which led into he rewatched the Vanessa Hudgens Christmas trilogy, and we reminded ourselves of The Night Before Christmas. Did we? I don't remember. Did we watch this one?
We haven't yet.
We haven't.
Oh.
Okay, we have to. I feel incomplete. Okay, that's all I called you about. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
That was thank you so much, because
I thought you wanted a drink.
Oh, you're so sweet. No, I just wanted to check in on the Vanessa Hudgens Christmas anthology, Thank you. I love you.
You got the deluxe phone a friend.
Man, he has leftover food, and I'm like, I smelt it, and I got a little hungry.
Oh shit.
He walked in with fucking Korean fried chicken. Like, what? And I'm like, oh. Anyway,
Oh.
God damn it. Anyway, The Whale was really good. I recommend it. It'll make you sad though. We did have to watch it in 2 parts because okay, here's the thing. So it's Brendan Fraser. He's obese, morbidly obese, and he eats his feelings away. So there's parts of the movie where he eats his feelings away, and he's like grabbing candy bars, and he's eating, like, he's ordering pizza, not just a pizza, but 2 pizzas, to the point where the pizza guy's like, "Hey, my name's Dan, by the way." Like, he's here so often. So watching this movie, I typically watch movies at home while eating dinner. So we're eating food and we're watching The Whale.
Shit.
Yeah. So maybe, like, eat before.
I hope the original play was specifically for dinner theaters.
That'd be fucking funny.
That'd be dope.
That'd be fucking awesome. But anyway, so then I watched a second movie. I watched a movie that came out this year. I'm trying to catch back up on movies that were in theaters for 2 minutes and then left.
Perfect.
And I watched Lisa Frankenstein.
Yes, that's on my list.
Oh, lovely. I won't obviously I won't spoil it for you.
Right.
I gotta get a good thumbnail though. God, why is her hair so frizzy, man?
She's so quirky.
I think frizzy hair is genetic.
Yeah, but if you don't tame that shit,
Yeah, you're right. Oh my god, what's this? Fanart.tv is gonna fucking hack my account. What the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh, hold up. Oh my god.
I can imagine DeviantArtist running wild with anything from Lisa Frankenstein.
Oh, this was a movie made for made for that crowd, you would say.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I have an actual transparent background picture for fucking Lisa Frankenstein. Let's go.
Yay.
Yeah, but it stars Cole Sprouse.
Yeah.
Who has, like, no lines.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense.
But man, his grunt acting, it's on point. Some good grunting. Some good arrs.
Do you think he watched a bunch of Home Improvement to help get in character?
I was reading something where he did do some, like, studying to get the movement and the everything down, but
of course.
And also I think her name's Catherine Newton, who's in Abigail.
Okay.
Sammy, those are fucking onions. Remember that in Abigail?
Vaguely. Oh yeah. Oh, she's that girl.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
She plays the Lisa, the Lisa Frankenstein. Even though her last name's not Frankenstein, but it's to help you understand that what the movie's about. Yeah, it's written by Diablo Cody, the writer of Jennifer's Body.
Oh yeah.
So it's that tone of, like, horror, but also, like, kind of funny, kind of like satirical a little bit. Because the whole movie is like, oh, I want a guy, but, like, I can't find the right guy for me. And she, like, goes to this graveyard and is like, oh, I love you though. Like, you're perfect. I wish I was with you, dead. And then it, like, resurrects Cole Sprouse, who is the Frankenstein's monster, so to speak.
Of course.
And it's sort of their antics of, like, them kind of getting closer together, and her getting more confidence that she kind of has someone who she could finally, like, relate to. Carla Gugino plays her stepmom, who is fucking phenomenal in this.
And in everything.
And I was watching the opening credits and it said Carla Gugino. I was like, yes, dude. This is also the directorial debut. Is it directorial?
I guess at least feature film.
Feature film directorial debut of Zelda Williams.
Yay!
So she killed it. Looked great.
That was my selling point, because I'm like, okay, what she got?
Yeah, she's good, man. Yeah, the movie looks great. It has a lot of 80s vibes. Very colorful. Good framing. So it's a very solid, very good movie. It's very funny. It's a bang up good time. I recommend Lisa Frankenstein. It came out earlier this year, was out in theaters for like 3 seconds, and it left because, you know,
Because it was called Lisa Frankenstein.
because it was called Lisa Frankenstein and it starred Cole Sprouse. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Dylan
know.
Sprouse was in a movie this year that was in theaters for also 2 seconds. And it was called The Duel.
Yes. Oh. Did I put that in my list? The Duel.
Yeah, The Duel.
That sounds familiar.
Oh wow, even worse. It came out last year, according to IMDb. Did it really?
Did.
No way.
He did come. He was in a movie this year. That is on my list somewhere. Where it's basically he has like a Vegas wedding, and then afterward, beautiful wedding. They get married right away, and then they're like, "Oh, we're married. Maybe we should find out about each other." I'm like, if this wasn't Dylan Sprouse, I would not be interested in watching this.
Beautiful wedding.
Beautiful wedding. Fuck you, it's Jen.
It has a thing on the poster where it has Dylan Sprouse first build, but he's on the right.
Yep.
I hate that. Die. No, but it did actually come out this year. It came out last year in like festivals.
Oh, okay.
Also, this is definitely the more buffer dude bro-y of the two.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer for Beautiful Wedding, I was like, when the fuck did Cole Sprouse have the time to get fucking yoked?
No. The other one did. Yeah, even as I'm watching this, I'm like, this is Jack from Lost. This is not a Sprouse.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to that one random commenter we got who watched our last podcast because Jack from Lost is in the thumbnail. Thank you.
That is perfect.
I love you. Yeah, definitely. I mean, Cole Sprouse is the one who's in shit like fucking Lisa Frankenstein and Riverdale.
Yeah. I think Dylan Sprouse like owns a brewery or some shit.
Yes,
so.
they have separate but equal.
It's precisely.
They're doing their thing.
You know, they both went to Juilliard, graduated Juilliard, so.
Did they really?
They did.
Good for them, man. That's fucking awesome.
I remember seeing a tweet from the actor who played Mosby meeting up with them after their graduation. I was like, aw. That's adorable.
That's fucking beautiful, man.
You'll love to see it.
Oh my god.
Well, something that wasn't too beautiful aesthetically, really.
I have to go to Europe.
See, of course, once again, I took a little trip to the asylum. And I watched Jolly Roger Massacre at Cutter's Cove. Which
oh man, you watched a lot of stuff.
I was busy.
Busy boy.
I was busy this week. But if you
maybe
recall...
a thumbnailable image.
Oh shit! I hope so. This one feels very much in line with Death Valley. If anyone remembers my review from that. But instead of people being stuck in a town of zombies led by a Confederate zombie general, is instead a zombie pirate captain making his way through town to massacre people. I think I feel like it's trying to veer a little bit farther into being tongue-in-cheek, and I don't think it worked quite as well as Death Valley. They so basically some kids on a beach, teenagers, I should say, fornicating and doing their stuff. A couple find a treasure chest and they try to open it, but they accidentally get cut and get blood on it, and it summons Captain Roger, whoever.
Roger.
I
I know. I just like how you're on first name basis with him.
Yeah, of course. And he's like, I need to. I was betrayed by my crew, and I need to collect all of their heads because
Okay.
I need what is it? I need 15 heads in a dead man's chest. And it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of clever.
He seems reasonable.
Yeah, he gets like weird predator vision, where when he sees someone who is a descendant of one of his shipmates, he
That's
like
what
can
I
see it
was
in their
thinking
eyes.
this would be.
Yeah, it's great. I think the best part is when he goes to a strip club and gets a lap dance, even though he looks like a zombie pirate. And then of course proceeds to behead a stripper while she's upside down on a pole. And
Nora
then
would not like that.
no, it's a danger of the occupation. And then there's a cop who goes to the place looking it over, and so they look over the security footage, and it's just the movie footage, and they like play it over and over. It's so bad.
No.
it's pretty egregious. So that's it's standard fare from. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're closing in on the era of the mockbuster. I'm so excited.
I'm also equally excited for this.
Yeah, it's gonna be real good, and I think, in my opinion, I think we're gonna be starting with a banger. So, stay tuned. Also this week, from my miscellaneous, I watched 8mm. Starring Nicolas Cage and directed by Joel Schumacher.
Oh my god!
Have you seen this? Have you heard about this stuff?
I could probably guess I might have seen this when I was younger, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
I see Joaquin Phoenix in this though.
He is. So Nicolas Cage is a private investigator.
Oh my god, is that Ghost Rider and the Joker? Sorry, go on.
It is. They are.
IMDb trivia here.
I was gonna say that would be IMDb trivia.
Did you know that years later, these two actors would act in other movies?
Yeah, it's.
I'm sorry.
Did you know they were in superhero films?
What?
Oh yeah, who the fuck hasn't?
Remember when that was a novel concept?
I can't wait to. I'm sure it's out there somewhere, but I'm waiting for something where it's like these two actors in the cast are the only ones who didn't go on to be in a Marvel DC.
That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I need the full circle moment.
That's the trivia I need.
Yeah.
It's the air that I breathe.
But anyway, so Cage is a private investigator who is hired on by this rich widow, and she's like, "Hey, I found this 8mm tape that husband had locked away in his vault. It just passed away, and it looks like some pretty fucked up shit. And I want you to check and see if it's real and what happened." And so he's like, "Okay," and it, is your expected kind of snuff film where it is watching a woman get have not nice things happen to her, and so he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna I'll check it out and see what I can do." And so he's looking through missing persons, and he's going to like porn shops and places, and like trying to uncover if there's an organized industry behind snuff films. That's where he meets Joaquin Phoenix, who's a like counter worker at a sex shop. And it's I had this weird like I had this weird like epiphany about a quarter of the way through the movie that just threw it off the whole rest of the way, where it's like all of the dialogue is like the most simple back and forth conversation you can imagine in any given situation, you know?
Yeah.
Like and it kind of kept me from engaging more, and it always felt like emotions were always at a specific level. It never felt especially tense or like it all just felt very one dimensional. Um, and I think I said in the hands of a better director, maybe this could have been good. But it is, alas, Joel Schumacher of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Um, so yeah, it's not a slog per se, but it's the person who wrote this also wrote Fight Club, so I'd recommend
Oh,
that instead. So
like the book or the movie?
the movie.
Ah,
So I guess he had training wheels. I didn't realize
yes.
it was based on a book, so that makes it easier.
Yes, it is. There's even a Fight Club 2. That's a comic, but written by the original author.
Jesus, that's wild.
Yes, the author is. I'm so sorry, I'm blanking on the name, but he's really good. He wrote a really. He's written some really fucked up stuff. Chuck Palahniuk.
Oh.
He's a good one. Yeah, his short story Guts is really whew. If you know, you know.
Damn.
But yeah, he's good.
All right. But yeah, and then I have more. But do you wanna step in with more of your experience this week, or?
Oh my god. I have shows, so we can finish up movies with you.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Well, then continuing on. From the 1001 movies you
Shit.
must see before you die. I watched Scarface. Not that one. The one from
Do you want to read
1932.
the opening to your letterbox review? It's really good.
Thank you. All right. So, at Cinema Centurion on Letterboxd if you're curious.
Wow.
So, Scarface, 1932. I didn't know Pacino was that old. It's a terrible joke, but thank you for coming. So yeah, it is. I believe this is actually the.
Help me.
I had to do a lot of clicking to get to that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. No, so this obviously, is the original film upon which the Al Pacino movie is an adaptation on. I believe they're both based on a book, possibly. But we're kind of. It's this unfortunate thing with this list where I first ran into it with silent movies, and I'm beginning to run into it with mob movies. They all kind of blur together. This one, I will say, it's so funny because when these mobster movies were coming out in the 30s, there was this panic amongst organizations and everything like that, where it's like, you're glorifying this, you're making it look glamorous and everything. So this movie opens with really like harsh like title cards saying like this is to represent the degradation of society and shit like that. And it's just a mob movie.
Listen, people are really stupid.
It's
like I hate to say it, but I have to.
They are. Listen, I know all the shit that Tarantino gets, so I got I guess it's a tale as old as time based on this. But I think the thing that this movie does, that kind of makes it unique from the other ones that I've seen so far, is that the mobster that we're following, whose name is Tony Camonte, they have this thing where it's not really stated, but the interesting thing is when he is in charge and when he's in control and when he's just like running the business as a business, obviously there's still violence and there's still, all this crime and stuff going on, but there's still like kind of order and control, and it's like everything's kind of working out.
Yeah.
But it's once he starts employing his methods for personal reasons because, this person pissed him off or because this person threatened someone that, he cares about, so he goes after them. It's once he starts doing things personally where shit goes out of control and haywire. So I thought that's, I thought that was an interesting thing. I think if it hadn't been the 30s and people were, a little bit paranoid about mob movies, they could have fleshed that out more. But it was an intriguing thing.
It's funny. I was looking at the book because you said the main guy's name was Tony Camonte, and I was like, isn't it Tony Montana? And in the book, it's Tony Guarino.
Yeah.
Each version of the story has a different surname for Tony.
Yeah, which, hey, keep it fresh, and obviously this 30s movie doesn't include a mountain of cocaine or anything like that. So, it's important to differentiate yourself a little bit.
Yeah, it's crazy. The book's not in the public domain.
Oh, really? Well, hey,
you can make your own Scarface, and it's totally fine.
I was gonna say, would it be okay to still use that though? Since
I think you can't call him Tony Montana, probably.
That makes sense.
He'd have to be Tony Guarino.
Oh, okay, all right, I respect it.
Yeah, Tony Guarino is public domain. I'm sure Tony Camonte is not.
No, probably not until 2032. But
yeah. That's crazy. I didn't know that A, there was a book, and B, there was an older movie, but I mean, Hollywood's been remaking movies for ever.
Yeah. I don't know. It's simultaneously nice, but also disheartening that this is an older trend than it feels. Because, every now and then when I complain and dislike trends in modern movies, I'm like, am I just getting old, or is this shit actually bad? And then it's like, well, no, because we've had adaptations in the past before, and we got fucking Al Pacino Scarface, and now we get things that adapt things, and they're shit.
Did you know that your movie you got there, Scarface?
Yeah.
One of the actors is named Osgood Perkins.
What?
Yeah.
What
and
the fuck?
He's like the grandfather to Osgood Perkins.
So damn, the Perkins has a whole fucking dynasty.
Yeah, he's a mega nepo. He's a generational nepo, baby.
Boris Karloff's in this? Where?
In the movie you watched?
Where, bitch?
Is it the Is it the? Oh wow, it's the Boris Karloff.
It's the Boris Karloff. Whatever. I didn't like his Frankenstein anyway, so.
Oh.
But for those of you that wonder, I mean, obviously, I did just mention more recent movies, but I do actually watch movies from the current year.
What?
One of which from my trailer W's list was Night Swim.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. So for the record,
you dumb fucking son of a bitch.
So for the record, if anyone is questioning my trailer W's list,
I mean,
uh, let me be clear. Uh, Getting on the list doesn't mean I think this is a good movie. Getting on the list could mean I think this is going to be a hilariously bad movie.
mm,
Um, so, you know, I saw the trailer for this movie,
mm-hmm.
and you know, there's like a shot where someone is, you guessed it, swimming in a pool at night, and there's like a shot from the bottom of the pool, and then like way further back, so we're like in this abyss, and then like way up is like a tiny rectangle of the pool. And so I saw that and was like, oh shit, this is gonna be some fucking wonky like interdimensional beings or like creature from the Black Lagoon sort of thing, and like just this schlocky over the top crazy shit. You know, it looks goofy. It's all around a pool. This will be great. And then it turns out the pool's just haunted. That's it.
Was it built on a Native American dig site or something?
No, so
Doesn't quite go that far.
So what it is, it's built with a natural filtration system, which is not a thing for pools. But it draws its water from an underground hot spring. And the spring water in the area has been known to have like this blessed healing properties. But it turns out you only get the blessing if you make sacrifices, and people used to make demon sacrifices to the water all the time, so the water's cursed. So starring Wyatt Russell,
Oh my god.
he is he is a forcefully retired baseball player because he has fuck, what is it called? I know it. He has sclerosis. So, you know, his nerves and his muscles are kind of breaking down. And so so he and his family move into the house so they can, you know, settle down. And you know, lo and behold, his physician is like, "Hey, you know, it's really good to exercise and so that we can, you know, fight back your sclerosis is swimming and water aerobics and all that."
He
So
has to have a plot reason to swim. That's so
yes,
funny.
yes, he does.
He has to earn the swimming and night swim.
Well, because you know, you find out very very quickly it's a haunted pool. So it turns out when a story is about a haunted pool, it's basically just a haunted house story, except it's only one small section of the house. So, you know, all the spooky shit happens in the pool. It is limited to just that. So they, I guess, you know, they try to address the simplest of explanations of let's just stay out of the water. But yeah,
But because of plot, he has to go in the water.
He's got to go in, and that's the whole thing.
So
is
funny.
Because the pool healed him, it now requires that he sacrifice one of his children, and so you know, they get drawn in various ways, and
Yeah, this makes sense.
yeah, you know, it's whatever.
I'm sorry, I was
again
questioning it, honestly.
I was really hoping for more schlocky shit, but it's basically just I see ghosts and things pull me underwater
Ghouls.
when I'm ghouls. There is one moment that was low key funny where his wife went to meet with the previous owner of the house because they lost one of their kids. And she explains what happened, and then like the water turns black, and she starts like choking and spitting up black water, and it's like, it's my time. And then And then she tries to drive back home and call him and tell what happened, but she opens her purse and it's filled with water, so her phone's dead.
Oh my god, that's fucking odd. If anything, I think you're selling the movie to me.
Listen, that is the best part. Nothing else comes close. There's no more schlock. That's the one.
I don't believe you. I think you're trying to keep it a secret.
That's the one little cookie of schlock. And then Wyatt Russell does get possessed, but it cuts away. Like, it gives him way too little time of being possessed for him to be, again, as schlocky as he could. Yeah, it's just...
yeah.
it's just whatever.
Oh, man.
You know.
Do you feel good that you watched it?
Listen, I'm always a fan of Wyatt Russell. I'll support him in any way I can.
Yeah,
I think I watched that legitimately. I think it's on somewhere. So I did my part.
For Wyatt Russell.
I did it for Wyatt. I hope you have as prosperous a career as your father, because you're real fun. But I am pretty disappointed in my trailer W list so far.
It's pretty bad so far, man.
I had one pretty good art house movie, and then drivel.
I was thinking of He Went That Way today. Because so the movie theater I go to, my local AMC, it's almost gonna be a year since this movie came out, but it still has a poster for Saltburn up outside in the giant,
Oh.
Yeah. And
I heard that was well received, so maybe that.
Because it has Jacob Elordi in it.
Yeah.
So I was going to go see Heretic today, and I was like, they took down the Smile 2 poster, they put up Gladiator 2, they took down Borderlands, they put up The Worst Christmas Ever or whatever. And I was like, but Saltburn is still there.
Steadfast.
It will not leave, man. It's like coming out November 22nd, and I'm like, last year. It's still fucking there, dude.
That's either they overlooked it, or that's like, one of the higher ups' favorite movies. So they're like, we don't need to change it out.
I also want to think that the director is like paying them like, hey,
please.
I mean, they've gotten a year plus of advertising on this AMC.
That's pretty dope.
Good for them, but go fuck yourself. I'm a little annoyed you didn't end your talk with Scarface.
Oh, did you have a segue?
I had a segue.
Well, I did also watch Scarface. And speaking of Scarface, that's your end.
It's loading.
Oh, shit.
It's an AVIF file. Oh, wow, it really wants to... Oh, what the fuck? The background! The background! No, why is it doing this to me? Hey, what you showed me that for? Come on!
Who did this?
I watched The Penguin. What's it doing, man? It's freaking out. It's like it's like hard-coded... Can I fix this? How'd it get burned?
Oh.
How did it get burned?
What?
I want to die. Hold on. It wants me to open like as a raw file. What the fuck is this, man? What the fuck? It was transparent on the motherfucking... Are you shitting me? I finished The Penguin.
Yay!
Yes, thank you. I'll just talk about it while I figure it out. I finished The Penguin, everybody. It was real good. It's only 8 episodes, sadly. We all wish it was longer, obviously. But them's the breaks, kid.
But it kept consistent quality, what did you say?
Yeah, so, God, okay, I'll just take an older... I wanted to get a new one because I found a newer picture of the Penguin that had a transparent background, and I was all like, yay, thank God. But, it's okay. It's okay. It's not okay, actually. I'm very upset.
Oh man.
It's ruining my day. Mhm. Yeah, so it just finished this Sunday. I've been perpetually like a week behind on the Penguin, but this morning I was like, I'm gonna get caught up on Penguin today. This is my day, and I did it. I sat down. I watched the 2 last episodes, and I gotta say, man, it was pretty fucking incredible. It definitely keeps up the tone of the movie, of the Batman. Colin Farrell obviously does an amazing job as Oz Cobb.
Oh yeah.
It does, slight spoilers, do the thing where he has to earn the comic accurate suit at the end. But it feels very earned. Like the steps that led to that point felt like natural and not like, I don't know, too forced, I would say.
I'm a sucker for the arc of let's get the suit, you know.
Yes, I feel like it's really good.
Yeah.
Especially if it's done well. So yeah, the 8 episodes, it basically is the between Batman 1 and 2. Batman does not show up. It ends on the bat signal, which can mean anything. Because I don't know, some old lady like dropped her purse or something, and Bruce is like, ugh.
It could be.
But yeah, no, it you know, it's scary to hear the words like, this is a show about a side character from a movie that's going to get his own 8-episode TV show between the movies. And I feel like that has that is an idea biologically engineered for disaster.
Yeah.
And it was fucking good. It proved all the haters wrong, if there were any. No, you probably still hate it because IGN gave this a fucking 5.
Damn.
And they're like, it's not quite as cool as The Sopranos. And that's like,
it's so funny.
It might be a bit different than The Sopranos. It might not be trying to do a 1-to-1, and it's not. I mean, it's definitely telling a different story. It's not quite the same because Sopranos, Tony's not the underdog, you know.
No, not really.
Like he kind of wants power at first, but like he's not like in the shit like fucking Oswald is.
Yeah.
Because Oswald's like a fucking henchman seen as like a nobody. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I just saw a thing from Colin Farrell where it was basically him being like, who gives a shit? It's all the critics that are like, this is just a ripoff of The Sopranos. And he's like, hey, listen, did people like it? Cool, I win.
Yeah, and I mean, it definitely, you can compare it to The Sopranos, but it does definitely do its own thing. It is not, just because it's an HBO show about a gangster around the New York, New Jersey area, does not mean it's just another Sopranos. Like, it's very different.
Absolutely.
I guess it's The Sopranos because it's about the mob. Okay.
Does Oz go to therapy?
No.
See, checkmate.
He probably hates therapy.
Yeah, I think that's safe to assume.
They try to do a bit of like a group counseling session. He fucking hates it.
Oh well, you know.
A character does go to therapy, but like that doesn't make it The Sopranos.
No. I think that's a reductive argument.
It is. I think it's a bit like definitely art is inspired and derivative of other art, but does not mean it is inherently bad.
No.
But so I fully recommend The Penguin. I think that you probably could skip it if you want to just go to Batman 2 when it comes out. But I'm guessing that this will be a very cherishing and rewarding and good watch if you do decide to watch The Penguin. It is really, it keeps that quality. It keeps like the tone's different because our point of view is different, you know, like our point of view in the Batman is Batman Bruce. It's different. Like this, the point of view is Oz, and then Sophia Falcone at times too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very fucking well done. It had some amazing moments. The ending was heartbreaking. Fuck Oz. Fuck you. You suck. I hate you.
Good.
I can't wait to see you back.
That's a good note to leave on. So, would you say that the landscape of the Batman world is changed from Penguin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There are certain people in power now that were not in power before. There are certain players that were on the field that are now not. The literal landscape of Gotham has changed.
Yeah. I got to get all that water out.
Yeah. So it's there's some good stuff from the movies too. Like you hear some stuff that Bella Real is doing. The mayor from the first movie. So
yeah.
There's it feels like this is a lived-in world.
Sweet.
So if you do skip the Penguin, the Batman 2 might have some interesting learning moments.
Yeah, I could see that.
Some characters from
I'd also be curious. And I guess I would know this if I watched, but you can give me a little bit of an indication because the Batman was very much a COVID movie, and so I think it's more noticeable with repeat viewings of how we're a little bit limited on locations and stuff like that. Would you say that that they are able to explore more of the city in Penguin?
Yes, and different times of the city.
Oh, okay. That's yeah, flashbacks.
Yes. There's an episode that starts off and it's Oz age 8.
Ooh.
So you get that episode.
Is the kid also in a fat suit?
No, surprise! I was kind of annoyed. I'm like, you should have just made a. No, they actually found the fat Italian kid.
All right.
Those do exist, oddly enough.
Fine.
They're still out there, man.
All right. I'll allow it.
I do like how on the thumbnail Oz is next to the whale. 2000 action stars who are now in fat suits in acclaimed roles.
Doing some of the best work of their careers.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how watching Oz, you're just like, yeah, that's the Penguin, bro. Like, you forget it's Colin Farrell underneath there. You're like, that's the Penguin, man. That's him. Like, he just exists. Like, he's just a real person.
Yeah, I mean, as I think from the very first production still from the Batman where I saw Colin Farrell as the Penguin, I've always just been like, holy shit, why is he so good?
Like, why is he just the Penguin? So
I
know there's some smatterings of a potential season 2. A part of me wants that because the show was so good. Another part of me is like, his character arc is kind of completed. I'm not sure what else you could do. I think that you've finished his story for now. I mean, now he can basically be basically the show is the Penguin. I mean, it shouldn't be a spoiler because it seems like if once you announce this show is happening, it's like, okay, this only can go in one way, really. He becomes the Penguin we all know and love from the comics, right?
Of course.
Like, he's not just gonna stay because in the Batman he's like a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
And by the end he is the machine.
Yeah, which is great because you do see the start of that arc in the Batman. So
yeah,
I feel like that is kind of riding a very delicate line where you see the start of that arc and then I think it's safe to assume that the Penguin carries it out so that when we get to the Batman part 2, it's like, okay, yeah, that makes sense where he is. So if they did a season 2, I think it should absolutely take place after the Batman part 2, because then you enter this weird world like the MCU where if you have too many too many series that are all linked building up to a movie, then you don't want that much required reading, but you also don't
Yeah.
want it to be completely innocuous, you know?
Yeah, I feel like you could do, depending on who they want to focus on next, they could do a different character between 2 and 3, and Oz, I think, should be in some way in there,
I would agree.
depending on who the character is, obviously.
Like, let's say if the Batman Part 2 does Court of Owls, which would be really cool, then we could have a little Court of Owls series between 2 and 3, or a Clayface series, so, fun with it.
Yeah. I know there's been like some rumorish talks about having the next show be Joker between 2 and 3. I know, because I think the rumor is the next movie is like Court of Owls, and then the third movie is Joker. Which I know people are sick of the Joker, but he hasn't faced Batman in live action since like 2008.
Yeah, you are correct. I just hope that they make some adjustments with their interpretation from the deleted scene and from what little we see of Barry Keoghan in the first movie.
Yeah, thankfully the scene is not actually in like the movie, so like
yeah,
you could easily do whatever you wanted and rework it, because I do not like his look. Casting, perfect.
I think you can do it.
Look, no.
Yeah.
Not it. Not good.
It's not. It's not.
So I think he could pull it off. Just keep getting Banshees of Inisherin actors to be villains.
Listen, if Zack Snyder could make the Jared Leto Joker kind of work, then
he really did. It's amazing how there's one scene you're like, oh wow,
they've got a little dynamic and everything.
This could be good.
Yeah.
And then they were like, fuck you, and he made Rebel Moon. Sorry. I should have said that anyway. Also, a standout from the show, honestly, is Sophia Falcone is incredible.
That's what I've heard. I've heard she's fantastic.
Yes, so definitely more of her, and I think they've alluded to that she will have a role with her half sister at some point.
Okay.
Selena Kyle. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, go watch The Penguin, man. Seriously, it's fucking good.
Wonderful.
It's more than just, it's like Penguin Sopranos. Like, you think it's too small, man. I mean, that's like the pitch sell point, but then you watch, you're like, oh no, this is different.
Yeah, everything is everything. Anything that you watch, you can always say, this thing did it first. So
yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, you son of a bitch. I watched another show this past week. Well, I started it. I watched all the available episodes of this show. This right here is a little ditty that I've been waiting for a while. I'll have to call it Arcane.
Oh, yeah. Season 2.
Arcane Season 2 has started. Netflix is doing a smart thing, and they are releasing it in parts. Thank you. I hate the Netflix binge release model. I want to talk about that for a brief moment, because I fucking hate it. It's so dumb. Do you know how this works? How they rate the success of shows?
Oh, isn't it like viewership within the first week or some shit?
Yes, it's specifically series completion.
Ooh.
within the first week.
Damn.
So here's the Netflix style. Here's how you know how much Netflix will trust the show or not. Netflix will, if they don't trust the show, they will put out the whole season in a batch.
Yeah.
And if enough people fit, and you don't know the metric, right? It's a magical number. If enough people finish that show within the first week, and if it ranks whatever on the Netflix top whatevers, then it will maybe get a renewal. If you're a show that Netflix knows gets viewership, they will release your seasons in parts and spread them out long enough to where you have to get like 2 months of subscription to watch it all.
Okay.
So like if it's Arcane, if it's Love is Blind, if it's Stranger Things, if it's shows they know pull people, they will spread it to keep you subscribed throughout like 1 to 2 payment periods. So only the first 3 episodes of season 2 of Arcane are out right now. Part 2 comes out I think on Saturday. But yeah, I watched part 1. I watched it in one sitting because at that point it's like a movie.
Yeah, really.
And it's still fucking amazing. It's still fucking incredible that this League of Legends show is as good as it is. It has no fucking right, dude. It has no goddamn right being as well made, well acted, well directed. Everything is like popping the fuck off. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't be this good. Like,
so you're gonna start playing soon, right?
Okay. I have it installed. I've had it installed for like a month now, but I've like I played like a bot game once or twice.
Nice.
And I was like, okay. I've meaning to do it the last couple of days, but I've been so busy with work, and then also I was gonna do it this morning, then I was like, I should watch The Penguin. Yeah, it's hard because it's like a PvP game. It's like a bit not my style.
Yeah.
If it was like a single player type thing, I'd be more interested, but it's I much prefer Destiny, where PvP is a game type and I can do it when I feel like it, and I have the PvE to like get comfortable with the controls.
Sure.
Whereas games like League and Deadlock are like just PvP, so I'm kind of like,
Listen, there's no shame in bot matches.
There's not, and it also would help if I had people to play with.
If I wasn't convinced that my laptop would explode in my lap, I'd look into it.
You look into it. What if? I'm gonna get you to play League with me. I'm gonna figure it out.
All right.
I've also I think I played a game of versus bots on the mobile game. Oh yeah, and that was fine. It's just it's a mobile game.
it'd be nice if your controller worked.
Fuck, man. I know Destiny Rising is fucking great though. Play that shit every day, every morning, every night. It's fantastic. I wake up, I do my dailies, I run around, do some stuff. Then at night before I go to bed, half an hour, try to do maybe some story stuff, maybe some random events. It's good. It's a good fucking game.
Wonderful.
But yeah, Arcane is fucking incredible. I'm wearing an Arcane hoodie right now. Even though not hate it, I'm not into League, but the lore, the characters, the designs, the way the show is directed and told, it's way too good for what it is. Same with The Penguin. These are both things that are like way too good for what you are.
Yeah, and I've heard Arcane. There was at least a plan to kind of expand more into the world and everything. So are we Have we seen new characters, new places, or anything? Season 2?
Not so far.
Okay.
There's some new characters. They're not. I don't think they're new. I don't think they're from the game though.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I mean, we are still staying in what's the town? Piltover?
Oh, no idea.
That Vi and Kat and Jinx are from. Yeah. And Jason, Victor.
See, that was kind of the thing, because I had heard that I think it was shortly after season 1 came out where they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna explore more of the world and like focus on different sections within each season. And then I, saw the continual hype around Arcane, and I was kind of like, that's gonna happen slowly, because they're gonna stick with what they know works. So
yeah, and also Arcane is this is the last season.
Oh really?
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, this it's ending. This is the last season. I think what they're gonna do, if I had to guess, is they're gonna probably focus on different characters and do different shows.
Okay, we're gonna build up the League of Legends cinematic universe.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Which I think is great that they're gonna end their story.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Probably focus on a different location, different batch of characters, different environment. I'm not sure if they're gonna keep the same the studio. I'm not sure if the studio would want to keep doing this. I mean, they're very good. So they probably are very passionate about it. They probably love it.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, who knows if they want to keep it up? I know it's a big commitment. I know it also takes a long time to make. The price for both seasons to make was $250 million.
Oh God.
Yes, to do both seasons.
Is that $250 each or overall?
Overall.
Okay, all right.
And there's this thing I read online, so where it's like, so per minute of animation, Arcane cost 3 times less than Spider-Verse and 4 times less than a Pixar film.
Okay, all right. Well, hey.
And I'd argue it looks better.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're pushing the boundary more than just following the formula.
And they are French.
Romance, I love it. I am French.
I mean, their models are impeccable. I'm not a huge fan of 3D animated shows. I think for the most part they look like dog shit. But Arcane does not. It looks the exact opposite of dog shit. It's a beautiful cake that I want to display.
Yeah, I think I think it all comes down to mindset, where I feel like a lot of the standard CGI movies aren't they're not being CGI because there's appreciation for that art form. They're doing it because, it's easier and cheaper than 2D animation. But, when you have shows like Arcane and or movies like Spider-Verse, where it's like, let's take this form of animation and let's really see what we can do. And that's where it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah, I feel like they really are having fun and experimenting with the medium of 3D animation.
Absolutely. Because if you're doing the bare minimum, and I can admit that this might be my bias, maybe, people feel differently, but if you're just going to do the bare minimum, then I'm like, I think I prefer a nice hand-drawn cartoon, But if you're gonna take 3D and go, okay, what can we do with this that we couldn't really do hand-drawn? Then I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the media as it should exist.
Exactly. It's why I feel like I'm reading old X-Men, and then I'm reading like newer comics, and I think that part of what I like about some newer comics is when they really fucking take the medium of comics and have a ball with it, essentially. Like, really push the boundaries of telling stories of images in a panel with words. I feel like Arcane is, compare this to like, the Dota. There's a Dota Netflix show that's 2D animated that is just kind of looks pretty box standard.
Sure.
Whereas Arcane, I think, is like, yes, it's a League of Legends show, but it's also like just good art that is really knowing what it wants to be and pushing that forward. Like, people know, like, people who aren't League fans are watching this. Like, I was at the movie theater and some chick was like, "Oh my god, I love your hoodie. I haven't seen the new season of Arcane yet." Not, "Oh my god, do you play League?"
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
exactly. No, you know this is an Arcane hoodie. Like, it's yeah. I don't know. It's done well. I've seen too many 3D anime things where I'm like, you look like absolute hot garbage.
Yeah. Again, Watchmen Chapter 2 coming out this month.
Fuck yeah, like that looks like absolute shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
But hey, yeah. So if need a push, go watch Arcane, and then you and me should play League.
That'd be fun.
We'll figure it out. You can you can relearn and you can help me along as I struggle bust my way through the Legends of League.
Listen, we'll lean upon each other.
That's right. While playing against bots.
That's right. Where no one will complain that we have two people on top.
Yes. Fuck you. I'm not sure where to go, man.
I don't want a fucking jungle. I want to sweep the top with two people, because they only ever have one.
God damn it. That's the thing about trying to get into League, man, is like, it's been around for like so fucking long that like everyone's got this ingrained, like, yeah, you should know by now.
Yes, yeah, that is what sucks.
And it's like, it sucks because then you have the show like Arcane where it's like, clearly you want to bring in new players, but like your current player base is a bunch of fucking freaks. No offense. Well, kind of offensive, but
yeah, just a little.
Just a little bit. Yeah, a game from 2009, bro.
Yeah, and I would be scared to see the percentage of the fan base that has been playing until then, because I bet it's high.
Yeah. Fuck. There's a whole article on the Wikipedia page for League about player behavior. It's very funny.
That really says it all.
Yep. Hey, hopefully it seems like they took steps to make it better.
I don't know. I would hope so.
I would hope so. A thing about League also as well that I think is got some good stuff with it, with its sort of expanded universe sort of dealio. I gotta say, man, the League of Legends pop stars are really good.
What?
Okay, yeah, let me hit you with this, man. Let me. All right, hold on. I'm so sorry.
What the fuck did you say?
I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. Please don't run away. I'm so sorry. So, League of Legends, in an effort to get new fans and create more cross promotion media, created their own in-game like pop idol group that makes actual music.
Oh.
And apparently there's a couple. And not only that, in my humble opinion, they're really good.
Help me.
Shout out KDA, I love you.
Listen. We're dipping a little too close into cyberpunk dystopia for my taste. That's a little heavy for me. No thanks.
I'm sorry, they're good, man.
I'm happy for you. I'm gonna do my damnedest to delete that information from my brain.
I went to Pop Mart the
Right.
other day, and they had just dropped like KDA Pop Mart figures, and the next week they were all sold out.
Oh God
And
in
multiple
heaven.
people came into the Pop Mart and would go, "Do you have the KDA figures still?" And the workers are like, "No." People are like, "Oh man."
Did this.
I love that you didn't know this. I'm so happy.
I'm going to rub chilies into my ears.
Say what you will, man, but they're making efforts to keep themselves relevant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They got a pop idol group. They got a fucking Arcane. Comics, I guess. The fuck is this shit? I'm not reading that article. There's other games, you know. Legends of Runeterra, their card game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a lot. There's a lot of stuff here. Wild Rift, the mobile game.
Oh.
It's just League, but it's you can't use a controller for your phone. Well, to be fair,
Gotta get a
like
Steam Deck.
you move. Fuck you. You have to move it at the left side of the screen, and on the right you click an ability, and then it can, as you're holding it down, you can then aim on the screen where to drop it. So it kind of makes sense why a controller wouldn't work, but I know it works on some controllers on consoles, because I think it's on like it's on like other things, I'm pretty sure. So fuck you.
Yeah,
God damn it.
yeah. It's just a case of we didn't want to put that much effort into it.
Yeah, into the fuck you. But yeah, anyway, that's probably all we have to say today, right? I mean, I did get comics last week. Did I read any of them yet? Oh yeah, fuck, I have one thing to say. God damn it.
Oh shit.
I don't have room. That's okay. I read the first trade of Unlimited X-Men.
Oh.
I actually read it on the way home after hanging out with you guys.
Hey.
Because my game controller was broken, or not broken. Actually, it did break, but it wouldn't. It was dead, and then I got home and it wouldn't charge.
Oh shit.
So I had to order a new one.
Oh no.
So I have to bring this one back to an Amazon drop-off location. Which I'm very excited to do that.
Yeah,
But yeah, I read Unlimited X-Men, the first volume, so issues 1 through 6. It's by Peach Mokomo, I think is their name. And it's a very different art style from typical like American comics. And it's set in like Japan, and it's basically like a new version of X-Men where it's all like they all go to school in Japan. They're like kind of like middle school, high school age. But it's very good so far. The first 6 issues, it's very creepy too.
Nice.
It has a very like supernatural, spooky vibe to it that I did not expect. And yeah, I'm digging it so far. I read the first thing in like a setting, basically, like on the way home. And tomorrow I'm gonna go. And what comes out tomorrow? I'm gonna go buy some comics tomorrow morning, or at least see what they have anyway. Tomorrow,
Absolute Batman 2.
Absolute Batman #2, and also Ultimate X-Men 6. So I'm hoping they have Ultimate X-Men 9. So I'm hoping they have 7, 8, 9 there, so I can just get caught up.
Nice.
And if not, I'll cry. But also, Helen of Windhorn ends tomorrow, and then I'll have to wait till February for the paperback for the full volume.
Oh, good. Well, I'm glad the full paperback is scheduled at least. So
Yeah, and then the next week there's like nothing that I want coming out that I've seen so far anyway. None of my polls have anything new.
damn.
Yeah, but Absolute Batman tomorrow.
But see, have you been reading the Marble Hornets comic?
What the fuck did you just say to me? I know that exists, but I just wanted to ask you why would you say that to me?
Listen, because I was looking over some Marble Hornets stuff, and I was tempted to start a watch through again, but then I saw that there was the comic series, and I was like, how is this still going?
Let me see if Marble Hornets is on my comic app.
Yeah, I'd be surprised.
It is.
Oh my god!
So
I think there's like 5 issues.
It had 5, but one is 3.5.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. So according to this, Marble Hornets number 1, June 3rd, 2020. Marble Hornets number 2, June 4th, 2020. And then Marble Hornets number 3, March 30th, 2021. So we jump a year.
Little gap.
Marble Hornets 3.5, April 6th, 2022. Another year.
Nice.
And then we finally end on Marble Hornets number 4 on March 31st, 2023.
Oh, okay. So it's over.
So the first 2 got popped out.
Yeah.
And then it halted. It looks like it's called 3.5 because it's a To the Arc comic.
Oh boy.
Which, saying that out loud, got some bile in my throat.
I was gonna say, did you die a little bit?
Like, the fact that was a sentence I read. Whew.
You know, what do you think is worse, the Marble Hornets comic series, or always watching a Marble Hornets story?
What's worse?
What's worse?
I will say probably the movie.
That's probably fair.
But I think what's worse is the movie, but what's cringier is reading the comic.
Oh, you know what? You're so right.
Like, the comic is probably better, but the fact that you at all picked it up.
I mean, you know, I have not read it at all
It's a little suspect.
I haven't found a way to do it for free, and I don't want to pay for it. But I've seen covers of issues, and
man.
I've been like, this looks like it came from DeviantArt. I would feel too dirty reading this.
Yeah. Okay, Marble Hornets comic sets the first. Okay, so they're all on Kindle. So I guess not paperback. This is according to Amazon, by the way, so not.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Amazon. All right, wait, hold on. All right, hold on a second. Okay, they have all of it on Kindle.
I'm looking on Wikipedia, and it says that they're illustrated by Jackie Reynolds, a longtime fan of the original YouTube series. So yeah, I think they just grabbed a fan artist.
Which, sometimes is good.
Sometimes.
I can't complain because our art's done by someone who started as a fan artist.
That is true, but they don't make comics for us. We haven't entered that level of cringe.
Not yet. We have not gotten that far.
No.
Marble Hornets comics. Is there nowhere to? Okay, wait. Grandpa Code Store. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's there.
Oh.
Dilly.
So their issues are $18 a pop. That's a bit much.
Yeah.
And also issues 1 and 2 are sold out.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you can't even if you wanted to.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised that they let it go out of print, because Troy needs money.
I mean, well, he has a camera.
He's got a camera.
I
got defrauded by the guy who did Clear Lakes 44 or whatever.
What? Sorry,
Yeah.
this is now a Slenderman podcast. You're welcome.
Yeah, no, because earlier I tried to AI upscale Everyman Hybrid.
That was cursed, man.
That was horrific. Because because I was trying to, because the DVD set that I burned for Joe for his 30th doesn't play on his Xbox, so I was trying to fiddle around with it. I still can't get it to work. But yeah, I that was like part of the falling out with the Everyman Hybrid crew, or no, I'm sorry, the Marble Hornets crew, where I don't know the specifics. I think Joe would know better than I. But because they went on to make that Clear Lakes 44 series that was like a spin-off and possibly sequel kind of thing. And but one of the guys that they like hired on for that series like had like basically a direct line to Troy, who was one of the big heads, and caused a rift because he had he introduced creative differences, and I forget exact, but there was something about either the new guy or Troy
Where have I heard this before?
stealing money away. Yeah, I was like, isn't this interesting? It turns out that they're also a Slenderverse series. Because lo and behold.
That's terrible,
Yeah.
but also awesome to hear about.
Yeah, well,
Oh my god. Wow, fuck, this has been a fun podcast.
that's just, it's an eventful one.
Oh, look at this. Went from Hugh Grant to Barbie to Vanessa Hudgens to the whale. Somehow wound up at Jinx.
Yep.
There's some mafias in there. There's some Nick Cage.
Wonderful.
Good stuff. Well, God, thank you all so much for listening. I'm tired. I've had a full day. Yeah, I ran back in here from being outside.
I've had a sick day, so this is
you've been sick?
just a little under the weather.
Sick.
Yeah.
Next time we'll talk about Absolute Batman #2.
Yeah.
I have comics I still have to read from my last trip. I've just been so busy with work. So I had a burst of energy, so I did a lot of writing. My last trip I picked up the new JSA series that just started. So I have JSA #1. A new Batgirl series started, so I have Batgirl #1. And then I grabbed the Batman series that was ongoing, but had the all-in reboot, not reboot, but jump on point. So I grabbed 153 to 154. Because apparently you can start here, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then also I grabbed another Ultraman X Avengers that I'm kind of grabbing just for the fun of it. I'm not really grabbing it to really read it. I'm just grabbing it because it's Ultraman. And
that's for display only.
It's for display and to say, hey, I gave money to Ultraman. Keep it up.
Oh, fair.
I actually ordered I ordered like a box to store my comics issues.
Yes.
Because it's hard to put it on the shelf, man.
They're flimsy.
They're flimsy as fuck. And then I also bought a 100-pack of bag and boards for my comics because I went to the comic shop last week and I bought a bunch of singles for myself and my husband also wanted some singles. So we got like 10 issues of comics in total. And I got bags and boards for all of them and it was like $7.
Damn.
And I went on Amazon and I was like, how much for 100 or whatever packs they have? And they're like, yeah, pack of 100, like $18. And I'm like, wow, that's easy.
There you go.
So I'm not going to bag and board my comics at the shop anymore. I'm going to save money and do it myself at home.
There you go.
Fuck you, big comic. Trying to pull a fucking fast one on me. But now we will wrap up. Thank you all again so much. No new movies I'm going to watch, from this weekend, so don't expect Red One next week. God, it might be an uneventful podcast. I don't know. We'll make it work.
it'll be my usual. There's still
Yeah.
plenty of movies from the 30s.
I might try to. I don't know. Let's see what. I mean, I'll try to maybe pick up on some stuff I missed this year, like I'm trying to do.
There you go.
Maybe watch VHS Beyond.
Yeah.
We thought about doing that this weekend, but then I was like, Lisa Frankenstein, because it's more lighthearted, and we had just finished The Whale. I was like, maybe we should watch.
yeah, maybe get some degrees of separation in there. But it's
Okay.
Mike Flanagan, so you automatically have the extra built in. So
Mike Flanagan, man, he really does a lot to sell me on a movie. That's all I need. But thank you all. This has been the Shuttlecast, and keep on shuttling
yeah.
the cast.